Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to improve muscular strength and endurance. To do that, we'll need to briefly review what we know about anaerobic exercise and the acronym FITT. For now, we just need to remember that anaerobic exercise is good for building muscular strength and endurance. We also need to review the FITT concept. Remember, FITT stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. As an example, I'm going to use an exercise called the wall sit. The wall sit focuses on your quadriceps, which are the muscles in the front of your thighs. I'll mention briefly that's an isometric exercise, which means it focuses on strength and endurance at a specific angle, but you don't need to know that right now. This is what a wall sit looks like. Notice that the back is against a wall, the thighs are parallel to the ground, and the knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. When doing this, your body looks like a chair. Now that we know what type of exercise that we're doing and why, let's review the F in FITT. It stands for frequency. How frequently should we do the wall sit? Let's start with 2 times in this example, so how about Tuesdays and Saturdays? Remember, you're the one picking these values, but always start small and change it later. Also, when dealing with the frequency of an exercise, skip at least 1 day in between workouts for the muscles you trained. Next is the intensity. Sometimes you have to be creative when modifying an exercise. If we were using weights or some sort of machine, we could add more weights to a bar or select a greater difficulty level on the machine. How can we manipulate the intensity of the wall sit? For this exercise, you can change the angle at the knee to make it easier. The knee position I described before, a 90-degree angle, is the suggested maximum. But what if you want less? Try sliding your body up against the wall. Now your knees will be somewhere between 90 degrees and straight, and this makes the exercise much easier. Imagine that someone who is very old or perhaps injured wants to do this exercise. They may not be able to handle the wall sit starting intensity. For our example, let's start with the half intensity option I just described. The last one is time. When working anaerobically, people tend to time exercises not only by seconds or minutes, but they also use terms like sets and repetitions or reps. A rep is one complete movement of an action. Do a push-up and you've done 1 rep. What if you do 12 push-ups? That's considered to be 1 set of 12 push-ups. What if you do that 3 times? That's 3 sets of 12 push-ups. In fitness, we use sets to break up an exercise into manageable amounts. In the above example of push-ups, 36 push-ups were completed, but not all at once, because the person doesn't have the endurance to do that yet. However, by taking a rest of, let's say, 1 minute in between sets, the person is able to do more work. We can even change the rest time in between sets as a way to overload. So instead of a 1-minute rest, we could push a little bit and rest only for 45 seconds. Now, back to our wall sit. How are we going to track the time? Since we're not moving like we would for a push-up or a squat, we won't use reps. So we're going to track how many seconds or minutes that we can hold the position. We're also going to use sets so that we can get more work in. So let's start with 2 sets of 15 seconds. We'll take a minute of rest in between. Okay. We're done with our setup. We're doing the wall sit every Tuesday and Saturday at half intensity for 2 sets of 15 seconds. What now? Well, we give it a try for a week, and we'll see how it feels. Was it so difficult that you could barely finish? Try reducing the intensity some more, or lower the time by 5 seconds. Was it challenging but doable? Good. Keep it there, and do it again next week. But what do you do when it becomes too easy? And believe me, it will. That's when you increase either the frequency, intensity, or time by a little bit. I would increase the intensity first to do a standard wall sit in this example, but maybe you would rather change the exercise frequency and add an extra day to your workout routine. Maybe you would rather change the time and add an extra set or 5 more seconds per set. It's up to you. Whatever you do, make it a small change. That's the secret to improving muscular strength and endurance. Once an exercise becomes easier, change your routine a little to get even more out of it. When your muscles are stressed enough and properly fed, you will be rewarded with extra strength and endurance. Use your new power responsibly. Bye.